Now, in 2010, Kenya's constitution took a bold step towards inclusive governance by mandating that at least 5% of public offices be held by persons with disabilities. However, more than a decade later, the political representation of women with disabilities remain far below target, especially in counties like Embu and Kajiado, where cultural barriers, political violence and exclusion form governance persist. Now, Levis Musumba visited these affected counties to document the elusive dream of disability rights and the implementation of the two-thirds gender rule.
Banish Mukami's passion for change began during her university years. In 2022, she decided to run for office in Manyata constituency, Embu County, to address poor governance.
I wanted to create a better place for people living with disabilities.
Little did she know that politics would prove a far harsher battleground than expected.
You go near the Mount Kenya forest and people are like, are you a mzungu? So that will first hit back.
Embu has 20 wards, but since devolution, only 3 women have been elected, a sign of the ongoing struggle for gender parity.
We really need to bring men on board for them to be able to support women leadership.
Despite the 2010 constitutional promise, the progressive implementation of the principle that at least 5% of the public office be held by persons with disability remains a distant dream.
Women are represented at just 23%. So we have a problem with that. There is already a problem, right, from a representative democracy point of view.
As the nation pushes for a more inclusive civic space, women with disabilities still face violence, harassment, and exclusion during elections.
The most important vehicle of change must be the political parties, because when we get more people coming through the political parties, then we'll get more women getting elected.
230 kilometers south of Embu lies Kajiado County, where the path to political leadership is even more challenging for women with disabilities.
My most challenge was finance, discrimination, stigmatization.
Being from a Somali community and raised in Masai land, Halima faced even greater hostility when she announced her political ambitions.
People are like, what is she doing in our county? She's not a Masai, she's a Somali. Mbona asienda kutafuta kiti Wajia ama Mandera?
The Expanding Spaces for Women's Political Participation is a project spearheaded by Uraya Trust and funded by Global Affairs Canada and UN Women. It is working to enhance the leadership capabilities of women in 7 key counties, including Embu and Kajiado.
For us, we also want to make sure that women are transforming those leadership spaces, that they are leaving them much better than they found them.
Funding from the global bodies has significantly bolstered women's political participation, providing mentorship and training for women across 7 counties.
Equally important is the domestic resources that is going towards ensuring peaceful elections, ensuring that there is civic education that's gender responsive.
As the challenges persist, the realization of disability rights and the two-thirds gender rule remains an elusive dream. Levis Musumba, KTN.
Now, Tourism Cabinet Secretary Rebecca Miano says that the government is targeting at least 5 million tourists by the